Yeah.
This is going to be a fun episode, I think. Slack's mum featuring Foxy and Slack. Okay, let's fly back to your base, because obviously a lot's changed there, and we need to talk about it. So, joking aside, Slack has spent this last episode, which was only a few minutes ago, really, in real life, building this amazing furnace array, and it's pretty good. And I was just noticing the clock on it is a lot more simple than the one that I did on my furnace array. Otherwise, it's exactly the same.
Yes,
but
yes.
The clock,
yes,
the
no
clock's
confusion.
different.
No confusion on my tutorial. Yes, Foxy knew that I was going to do that in advance. I mean, it's not like I blatantly stole. Maybe I blatantly stole. Did I blatantly steal?
And you used to have to do this on 4 ticks, but now you can do it on 3 ticks, and the pistons still work, but they are creating a horrendous amount of lag.
Yes.
Which poor old Zloy, he's not on at the moment. He's not appreciated at the moment.
No.
So yeah, we're gonna have to get out of this area, aren't we, Slack?
Yeah. I was just smelting us down some stone because you said you wanted some smooth stone for what our project is at hand today, and I think I've got a total of about 10 or 11 shulker boxes of smooth stone now. I don't know what you maybe have to contribute to it.
Contribute?
I mean, only if you'd like to. I mean,
well, I'm sure I can lend a couple of blocks. This is new, Slack. Has this got something to do with what we're doing today? This death trap of a railway station you built?
Yes. This death trap of a railway station is what we are in for today. You know, previously, me and you worked on a concept mob farm that you didn't want to put out a tutorial on because you felt it wouldn't be 100% original. But
yeah,
but it works, man. It works, and not everybody follows everybody, man. And we need it. We need it.
Yes, I agree. We do need it, and I am. Having spent some time doing my research and looking into it, I think there is warrant for a tutorial on that, but we need to acknowledge the original author, because I was led to believe when we were talking about it that it was a unique idea that no one had come up with before. I didn't realise it was someone already done it pretty much exactly the same thing. Now, we have adapted it quite substantially from the original design.
Exactly.
And it works very, very well. And that's what we're going to be building today. Although not all of it, because it's so cheap and easy and resource light, it's a real difficult one to actually build. And we've got quite a big roadblock in our way, haven't we, Slack? It's a big challenge in today's video.
Yeah, we're trying to manipulate game mechanics to our advantage. Now, with recent game spawn mechanic changes, mobs only spawn within a spherical radius around the player, so 24 to 54 blocks away from the player.
Hang on, Slack. Hang on. I need to visualize.
You need to visualize. All right.
Give me some blocks.
You get some blocks.
There we go. Okay, so.
Where? Oh, there you are. Okay.
Right, so let's just, for very, very basicness sake. Oh dear, my chunks are not very square, but you get the idea. In the good old days. Shut up, Slack. This is perfect. All right.
Okay.
I know exactly what I mean. No one else will, but I know exactly what I mean.
All right.
In the good old days, as you may have seen in my original, very, very, very long time ago, mob spawning mechanics video, where I learned all about mob spawning mechanics. It used to be that it didn't matter where you were inside one chunk, that mobs would spawn away from you in pretty much the ticking area, which is 4 chunks in any direction in almost a sphere. But the sphere wasn't done by blocks, it was done by chunks, and it didn't matter how low down they were or how high up you were. You could be at sky limit, mobs would spawn down at bedrock, you could be down at bedrock, mobs would spawn at Skyrim. It was just based around the active chunks around the player. But that is no longer the case.
Nope.
Now the spawning is pretty much the same as it is on Java Edition-ish, but the despawning isn't. The despawning is exactly the same, which means it's still completely broken. But now the spawning is a perfect sphere around a player. So it's not circle, it's not down to bedrock and up to sky limit, it is now a perfect sphere. So imagine you're in the center of a sphere you can stand on there, and let's say for argument's sake, mobs won't spawn any lower than that, and they will sort of build up in the sphere around the player going outwards. So you did a lot of testing on this, didn't you? Is there any chance we can hop into that world and just do a quick explainer?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's jump right over there.
Okay, so when Slack was talking about cheat engine, I understand that not everybody will understand what that means. It's basically a third-party application you can get for Windows 10, which allows you to speed up a game, not Minecraft, but any game, well, most games, and it basically just speeds up the clock so you can do mob spawning really fast. And what you'll see that we're inside of here is a big sphere. So this was originally lots and lots of platforms, as Slack was trying to explain a minute ago, and each one of those coloured blocks of concrete around us is where mobs have spawned, and you can see just from this that there are a lot less below the player. The player would have been on that red cross we were stood on. There's a lot less below than there are above. So mob spawning seems to happen predominantly in a perfect sphere look above the player. And there's one more unusual thing about this. Blue is zombies, and you might notice that the zombies only spawned on the very top layer. Yeah, all the tests that we've done, all the mob farms that we've tried, zombies only ever spawn on the very top layer. Weirdly. Don't know why, but that's just the case.
I think that may be something to do with trying to help prevent the drown problem that we were experiencing in previous updates.
Yeah, I mean, I originally thought it might have something to do with cave and surface, but then you would have expected zombies to be out on these blocks over here as well. Yeah. Because they're not covered by those ones, but it's literally the one that's furthest away from the player, which is really weird.
Yeah. Well, originally these were solid platforms, and I removed. They were literal clones of
so
this.
They would have been.
Yeah, they were literal clones of this one in the middle. Yeah. Yeah. So it would have been pure cave.
In that case. Yeah. Yeah. So that's to do with cave and surface then. So we was right. I'm an idiot. Do you have anything else to say about this particular test, Slack, before we move on to looking at what design we're going to be doing today?
No. I mean, I think this pretty much covers it. It's a beautiful sphere of showing where mobs spawned and died for 6 hours straight. The only thing that this does not really show is Enderman, because I had 2 high platforms, and the Endermen literally were just few and far between. Like, if you look at this center platform, black represented Enderman. But they didn't spawn here, okay? This was because the commands took time to register the Enderman before it could kill them. So as they teleported away, it's like, oh, let's kill them off now, you know? But they spawned inside that same area as well. But no, let's move on to what we are going to be doing today.
Okay, so what we've got here is a lot of different crisscross patterns of basically concrete with buttons next to them, and as you might be able to tell, there are lots of mobs falling down onto those magma blocks to their doom. Basically, what we're doing is abusing basically a mechanic of the game where mobs see buttons and they try to walk on them. They try to walk off the concrete onto the button and realize that they can't, and they don't realize they can't, and they fall off, basically. So no redstone, no water, no pistons, no nothing, just literally spawning spaces for mobs to spawn on. And they will just naturally, as you can see, even the spiders look, just fall off the edges. From this, we're effectively, I think we did quite a few tests of hours at a time using the speed thing that we were talking about. And we basically got from this one nearly 4,000 items. And look at all that gunpowder in 1 hour. That's all the gunpowder plus what's in that hopper there. That's just 1 hour. 1 hour gave us all that. So this, if we can build this, is not only going to give us tons of resources, it's also pretty much lag free as well, because there's no redstone, there's no pistons. The only redstone we're going to have is a collection system. As you might notice from this, there's no way of actually collecting the items, and you might think, well, how did you get all of those items in this chest over here? The reason is we had man basically picking up the items off the floor and putting them into this hopper here, and that is as simple as that. So we're going to attempt to build something very similar to this, probably just one module today, in an area of the world, high up in the sky, where we're not having to worry about mobs spawning below us as well, so we don't have to worry too much about a perimeter. So that should be pretty good, shouldn't it, Slack? He's nodding because he's muted his microphone because his mum won't shut up. Right, should we go and do this, Slack?
Is it safe for me to talk? Yes, let's jump back on the realm and gather up the resources and get started, shall we?
I think that's a good idea. Okay, so the reason we're going to be building this farm absolutely miles away from Slack's base is basically because as you may have seen when we were there a minute ago, all those magma blocks and train tracks were in Slack space. He was going to make a mini one inside of his witch hut, which he didn't really want to do because it would have made a mess of, you know, the atmosphere and what he's got going on in there and how he's created it all. So I said, hey, why don't we go and build it somewhere else? And just my idea, nothing to do with Slack, no idea what you're talking about. So that's what we decided to do, didn't we, Slack, who can't talk because his mum's rabbiting on in the background?
Yes, we did, Foxynotail. That's totally what we decided to do. I'm from America.
Sounds just like him. I don't even need him in these videos. I could do it solo.
Well, why don't you just break out? There you go. I was about to say, why don't you just break out into the country accent?
We're gonna go build this dang mob spawner over the ocean. Hot dang, it's gonna be good fun.
This is professional Minecrafters. We got this, guys.
Slack's mom.
You're gonna get me in trouble. She's gonna watch this video and be like, why is Foxy talking about me?
I'm gonna leave all the bits in, like, shut up and all that.
He better not be talking about me. He better not be talking about me.
Oh God.
I'm not talking about you, Slack Mum, don't worry. Right, Slack, we're gonna need loads of
You can't think
scaffolding.
Scaffolding.
Are we not?
Yes, scaffolding would be handy. Let's see, let me gather
We've
up
got
all
a string
this.
farm, and I've got loads of bamboo. Let's do this. Oh my goodness, you get a lot more scaffolding for your money than I thought. Right, okay. Right. Stop picking it back up again. I'm throwing it on the floor so I got space in my inventory because of that stupid... Oh, no, I made a load of carpet.
Oh, good.
Oh, my goodness. Do you know?
You trying to spawn? You trying to spawn-proof the area with carpets? Is that what we're doing?
Yeah, spawn-proof the mob farm.
Well, we don't want to cause lag for everybody, so I'm gonna make sure the spawn process on the mob farm. You don't want anything spawning. Get in trouble, we will.
Do you have a spare shulker box kicking around that I can borrow?
Spare shulker box, man. It used to be that I was the one that didn't have nothing.
Look, I've got loads and loads of shulker shells that I don't want to spend. Okay?
There.
Thank you. Look, it's for us both. Look at all that scaffolding I've made both of us. I've saved us so much money on buying that stuff. Okay, Slack and I are at the area where we're going to be building. We've got a little island here, and right in front of us that way is a large piece of ocean. The idea is we're going to pillar up like this on this scaffolding. We're going to build out that way to about 150 blocks, and we're going to build a huge platform at this level and then build the mob farm above that. And the reason we're doing that is we don't want to go over that area at all low down, because if we load up the ground underneath the ocean, we're going to get mobs spawning in the ocean, we're going to get mobs spawning underneath, and they won't despawn, and that's going to affect the rates. So we need to do this entire thing without going close enough to the ocean for anything to spawn. So we need to go, I think, what's the minimum height we can go down to, Slack, before we start loading things in? Is it like the ocean's at level 60, isn't it?
54 blocks.
54. So we need to not go below like 120, which gives us about 30 blocks at this height to play with.
Go
so
higher.
if we fall, we're going to have to activate our Elytra very quickly and get away.
Well, we need to go... Ideally, something we need here is slow-falling potions while we're building the platform for our safety.
Yeah, that would help.
Yeah, I think I may have a few on me, but not a ton. But yeah, I may
It's
run
not
over...
really safety, is it? It's more to do with the fact that we need to not drop down below that level. Safety of not spawning mobs rather than safety of not dying, because we're going to fall in the ocean, obviously.
Yeah.
So we just, first things first, we need to get a massive platform built at that level, don't we?
Yep. Well, remember, we're actually not building it right there. We're actually going to pillar out to negative 3,200. Yeah. So.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So are we going to do that out of slabs?
I mean, we got tons of this beautiful stone right here that you wanted.
It'll go twice as far if we turn it into slabs, though, and it won't block the light.
I agree. We still got to put a roof on the thing too, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't mind. We can do it out of full blocks if you want. I just think
No. Do it out of slabs. That's what I was saying. The bottom part do it out of slabs. The roof will obviously have to slab and full block in order to glitch it to get surface cap. But yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, so slow falling potions and lots of slabbage placement coming right up.
Time-lapse. Let's do this.
I've got some slow falling potions. Cue in amazing time-lapse music, and let's go.
It's turtle time. Oh, no, wait, that's something else.
Oh, yeah. Well, speaking of turtles, we got turtles on the island.
Exactly. That's why it made me think of turtle time, but it's not really turtle time. Well, it's a long way up here, Slack. I hope we don't fall off much. Should have flown. Ah, shoo. Oh, I've locked. That's it. We'll have to go back down. I dropped a slab. If I fall, in fact, I'm going to take my slow falling first. If I fall, it's not my fault.
We are really playing with fire doing this, aren't we?
Yeah, if we fall off this and go below just once, just enough to load any mobs, there are no mobs loaded at the moment, it's just going to ruin the entire thing, and then we can't kill them because then we'd have to go down. So we are going to have to create a perimeter at some point, which means we're going to have to slab the ocean, Slack. We probably should have done this above a desert.
Yeah. Probably would have been smart doing it above a desert.
How far are we going across?
I don't know. I don't even have the chunk visualizer on at the moment.
No, I don't. Did we ought to put one on?
But then we get loads of comments or all. How do you make the chunk visualizer work, Foxynotail?
You know, technically, I haven't slept in a while. Technically, there's no valid spawn spots for a Phantom 2 spawn up here right now.
You really want to leave that to fate, do you?
All
I mean,
right.
I'm assuming we're going to need quite a big platform here, aren't we?
Yeah, I'm going to go make a bed. And I'm going to turn on the chunk visualizer after I make the bed first.
You didn't just fly down, did you? I saw you
I flew straight across.
Just panicked me then.
I'm just going to fly down and go make a bed. Oh, dang it.
Wow.
That's the sort of thing I do. Yay, we finished. Let's fly down and look at it from below.
Wow, I just saw a pack. Wow, this island is like dangerous. Very dangerous. Very dangerous.
Maybe we should light up the island.
Don't say it. Don't say it, Foxy.
Do you need a bed?
Don't say it.
Do you need a bed?
Possibly. Hold on. What's in this? Oh, here we go.
There's one in my ender chest.
Okay, yeah. Let me just. I don't see it. I don't
give
see
it the
it.
password to my ender chest, Slack.
Okay. I don't see it in here.
1, 2, 3. 4, 5. 6, 7, 8, 9.
No, still don't see it. Invalid password.
Oh, it's got a dash at the end, and the first number 1 is a capital. I got lag then. I started falling a little bit, but I don't think I went low enough down. It's okay. I only just touched the ocean. What?
Oh, really?
The other thing that's just sort of struck me, Slack, is we're building this massive platform to stop us falling in the water, but we're also going to have to build another massive platform directly above this full of magma blocks.
Yep.
So,
and
is
then
there any point at all in building this one? Although I suppose building the magma block one's going to be harder because it burns your feet.
Yeah, unless you're wearing Frostwalker. Oh, I hate when you intentionally want to place a slab under it like that. It's like, no, you can't do it, but you do it on accident, and it's like, oh, there you go. No, not what I wanted to do.
You want to place a slab, impossibly, where you're not even looking there, but you wanted to, didn't you? That slight pause you did when placing it makes me...
No! Since you said it, all my slabs are going wrong now.
No,
You keep your bloody mouth shut, Slack.
Oh,
no! You placed blocks behind me!
I did.
I know. Why are you always building where I'm building? That totally threw me off. I thought I was safe. I ain't got any slabs. I just spat all over my screen as well, panicking. Oh, gross. Oh, Slack, pain in the butt.
I'll just place these blocks behind Foxy and he thinks he can go further then. That'll be a laugh. Gotcha, idiot.
Oh, God. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe.
It's a good job. I was quick at switching to my rockets then.
That was true expert level right there is what that was.
I went. You see, I went topped up early this week. I actually got mine earlier today.
Well, it's a good...
best get my expert in early this week because they might have run out by Tuesday.
Yeah, that's where you really went this afternoon, wasn't it? You're like, if I'm going to be recording with him, I need to top off my expert.
Yeah, we're going to be doing mob farms where I'm not allowed to fall in the water. I'm going to need extra expert. I actually got an expert level 100 today, but it cost a fortune. So. Yeah.
But
oh man,
did you get any extra?
No, that was it. They literally bought them out of expert today.
Man,
he had one level left. I was like, oh, just chuck it in. He's like, you can't go above 90. It's like, just do it. It's like, you can't. You never know what's going to happen if you go over 99. That could be, disastrous. I was just like, oh, it's only one. Come on, just do it. And he's like, oh well, it's on you. It's on you, mate. And I was like, what could possibly go wrong? What could possibly go wrong having too much expert? Ask me to do something skillful. See how good this expert level 100 really is.
Go sleep in the bed. It's getting nighttime.
Okay, I've got this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to fly up here and I'm going to scoot all the way down and I'm going to hit the bed. No, I'm not. I never should have gone for 100.
Yeah, I was about to say,
I knew I shouldn't have gone for 100. Oh, man. I can't believe that.
Yeah, I was about to say.
He duped me. He set me back to level 1, didn't he? He didn't give me 99 at all. It goes round, doesn't it? You go from 99 back to 1. And I bet you any money. Oh.
Okay, alright. Okay. So now, another slow falling potion. Grab some more slabs. Check the durability on my elytra before trying to fly. Get disconnected while trying to fly.
Slow falling does nothing, comes disconnected, ends up in the ocean, thinks he's a dolphin, gets shot by Foxynotail,
loses all of his items.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got a 2x3 already.
Yep, looks like that. Do you want to do a Facebook update status thing?
Facebook update? Alright.
Not
I've already done that joke, haven't I?
Not Facebook.
Alright, a little bit of a status update here. I mean, not a Facebook status update. Facebook, what? No! Foxy, you got me all confused talking Facebook over here. Hashtag blame Prowl. At Foxynotail. Too many social media platforms. Okay, so we've got a 2x3 platform in here. How big are we going with this? I mean, you just keep laying slabs all day long.
Well, if we're going to do 2x3, we might as well do 3x, because I don't like it when things aren't perfectly square.
Okay, alright, so we're going to knock this out to a 3x3, and then we're going to figure out, well, we got to go 54 blocks up above this to prevent things from spawning, which we got to account for the magma in here, so we got to go up, what, 55, 56? Let's just say we go up an even
200, basically.
Yeah, pretty much up to level 200. No, above 200, 205. At least.
Okay, so 205 at least.
That's going to be our
let's
AFK
call it 210.
point. Okay.
Well, if that's our AFK point, we can only go up 54 blocks above that for the highest spawning platform. The highest you can place blocks is 255. So the AFK point needs to be a maximum of 251 in order to get the, if we're going to maximize this.
Well, are we going to build the one that goes over our head? If so, then we have to account for 2 chunks above our head. We have to account for the roof, and then we have to account for the 50 block fall. Did we not do enough planning here?
Well, I thought you had this planned out because I said this to you earlier. If we're going up this high, we've got to account for the fact that we've got the fall and everything. You're like,
nah, it's all right. Let's go even higher. Let's go up to 400 blocks, Foxynotail.
Okay, let's go up to 400 then.
So are we going to AFK in the middle?
Yes, AFK in the middle.
So we're going up to 165, yeah?
Yep, 165. That was the magic number you wanted for today. You didn't like 167. Is that 30 block fall? Really? That ain't no 30 block fall.
I didn't just go up 30 blocks. No, they're not falling from here. This is our AFK platform.
Oh, yeah.
They're falling from up there.
Okay, so now we need to go up 24 blocks and start the actual... Yep.
Off you go.
Let's get the collection system in first before we build the area up above our head.
OMG, Slack, I've got to put all of these blocks away again now. I've just got an entire inventory full of blocks and I've got to put all them back again now.
Oh my goodness.
Ruining Minecraft Day for me.
Here we go.
Ideas and
go.
Stupid faith. And
Here we go.
Should we move this stuff up there? And then we don't have to keep coming down and risking
Well, I guess we could.
Unlucky.
Yeah, I guess we could.
We,
we could start taking our crucial bits up there. Yes.
how many blocks off the floor are we doing it?
If we want to avoid redstone, then we would probably need to do it. I say we do the collection system right on top of it instead of trying the underneath and the minecarts glitching and acting stupid, right?
So you're gonna build the minecarts on top and hope that the hopper minecarts pick it up just by driving into it, which they generally do, yeah?
Generally.
Like you had at your base.
Yeah.
So that you don't need to go underneath at all for that design, do you? Other than for additional chests for storage, but we could take those up.
Yeah, the only issue that comes in is you have to use powered rails, okay? So, like, right here, you would have a line of redstone blocks unless we're going to raise it all up one and put levers underneath.
No, the redstone's fine.
Okay.
Oh. Yeah, because mobs will walk. To be honest with you, mobs are dumb when it comes to magma blocks anyway, and they will just, like, stand on a magma block and not take damage if they want to.
Yeah. Now, have we actually went out far enough, though, is the question. Probably not.
I've gone out 2 blocks either side of each chunk on my bits that I've done. How far have you gone out?
Let's see. You've actually went out 3 blocks there, 3 blocks there. I think we've got to extend this whole side over here.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
3 blocks.
Yeah, apparently.
Oh, yeah, because I've gone over the other side. Yeah, Yeah, so that back side over there needs to go out 2 more rows, does it?
Yeah, so we got to add more slabs in. All right, so more slabs.
Do we need more slabs, really? Realistically? It would be nice to, I suppose.
Can you live without it? I know you.
No. No, the second you said it, and the second I was like, question. Brain's like,
No! They've got to be there!
Must have the slabs.
I've actually placed a slab underneath one of those magma blocks that isn't on a chunk board a bit, and it's killing me knowing it's there. It's absolutely killing me knowing it's. Oh, and I've just. Oh.
All right. Do you want to take part in this right here? Because if you don't, I'm just.
No.
Okay, then I'll just redstone it however I want. Okay.
You redstone it, and then I'll tell you how you do.
Then you'll inform me of how I'm doing everything wrong, as per usual, right?
Yeah, that's what I just said. I think I must have cut off on your recording.
Yeah.
It's literally what I just said. Why are you doing it there?
You said 2 in the center. Here we go.
Oh my goodness me. Yeah, but why are you that's your redstone block line, right?
Yeah, my first one. Yeah.
Makes no. Yeah, so why are you doing it right at the edge?
Why would I not do it
Now
right
it's
there?
got to go a long way. What?
Well, I was going to add one here. I was going to add one in the middle and one on the other side because I account for.
But you only need 2.
Have you played on this place when there's lag?
Do you know what? Do what you like, Slack. Do what you like. You never listen to me anyway.
Okay, I'll just do what I like then.
Do it.
No, I will do what I like.
I know you will.
I will.
Always do.
I always do.
Never listen to me.
Nope, never listen to you. You won't give me no expert level, so oh god.
Exactly. That's why I won't give you it. You just waste it. You put it in the wrong place.
No, I was afraid that I walked off the edge.
Near the edge.
But I didn't know that. Okay. So at 190, they will actually be falling 29 blocks.
Oh, you kidding?
Nope.
You need to build that magma blocks 1 block lower down, please.
No, I'm not tearing all this back down. Nope.
Do it.
Nope. No. There's not going to be a hard cut to this being moved. It's not happening.
I'm going to have to disappear and turn my chunk borders on because I'm going to need them for this.
Foxy, how do you use the chunk bug orders?
What chunk border?
I can't figure out how to make that work, Foxy.
It's in the settings menu. Turn chunk borders on. It's very simple.
What is it? F3G? F3G? Is that it?
Yeah. Just press F3. Right. Very easy.
Alt F4.
Does it work? Did I? Oh, stupid redstone lines. They're not even centered. Oh, that really irks me somewhat. The way you've got those laid out.
What? Say again?
You heard me. You heard me full well. stupid redstone line layout. Like,
I want to put them as far away from each other as possible.
If you just put them like slightly closer to the middle from one side, they'd be like the redstone. They'd be constantly running over redstone. You wouldn't need any more.
I'm gonna place them in the most awkward place possible.
Okay, go for it, mate.
Huh?
Really
Say what?
appreciate it. And the good thing about when you do all those tracks like that is when you break one, you got to then take them all up to replace them because they decide, you know what, mate?
No, actually,
I'm gonna leave the one next to me.
No, I railed align them. I did it right.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I actually thought of that.
I can't put wooden buttons on that Slack. I can't do it.
All right, then we're gonna have to make a bunch of stone buttons. All right, then we're gonna need more stone. And yeah, that won't even be enough wooden buttons, I promise you. When we built this on my server the other day, we went through double chest.
You've already built one of these?
Sort of like this, but bigger. The full perimeter.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Cheating on me with your own server.
Well, everybody on there wanted the mob farm, and
you could do it with me first. We were talking about doing this ages ago.
And you went on holiday and everything
Not my
else.
Fault. Why is that my fault that I went on holiday? I didn't choose to go on holiday.
That sounds like just the opposite there.
It was like me. Did it on purpose.
Oh, look, we got mobs up there. Ah, hi. I got mobs falling down on top of me. This is great.
Yay, it's working. Proof is in the pudding. Right, where are we up to, Slack?
Well, we've got the collection system in at this point in time. I am down here extending out the platform so that we do not have no mobs falling into the ocean. I was up there helping you put buttons in, but we were a little bit afraid of mobs falling off and going into the ocean, so that's why I've been doing this down here. Now, what have you been doing up there in the meantime?
I've built 4 platforms, 2.5, well, 1.5 of them have buttons on. But before have you noticed where the other Wandering Trainer's llama is, Slack?
Yeah, it's not with him. It's not with him at all.
Free lead, get it! Yeah, so I'm just literally building up these platforms. I'm almost halfway there. There's going to be 10 altogether, and I've done 4. And it's taken my entire life. But I will get there.
It's very time consuming.
For the amount of drop we'll get from this, just this one segment, I mean, we're planning on having quite a few. But yeah, just the mob drops you'll get from one of these per hour is absolutely ridiculous, considering all we're doing is basically just placing blocks and a few buttons. There is nothing more complicated. Yeah, boring, and yes, it's repetitive, but it could be a lot worse. We could have to doing really complicated redstone and getting confused and having water flushing everywhere. Stuff. This is so simple. It's so easy, and I think that's probably why it's boring, to be honest. Because it is easy to do. And I don't mean it's a boring because it's going to give us loads of stuff. But the build process, I mean, you could fall asleep doing this. Literally, you could. It's just very repetitive. If I was doing this on my own rather than having a good time with Slack...
I would have done quit. I would have done quit, yeah.
Well, I don't think I'd have quit. I'd have probably put music on or watch some YouTube video and just aimlessly place blocks for, 3 or 4 hours until it was done.
Yeah. Well, Foxy, it doesn't appear to be working correctly.
Well, we need to do a little bit of work on the hopper unloaders. It feels like things have changed a little bit, and I am basing my design off something that I did many ago, and I don't even know if I got it right. I probably haven't. It kind of worked a bit, and then it stopped. So, but it's really late. It's like ridiculously late for me, and I'm very tired, and my brain just says no. So I'm going to leave it here for me. Well, how about you?
Sadly, it's actually late here my time, and I've been sleeping normal hours, so yeah, I'm probably going to call it a night too. I mean, it's coming good, but at the same time, yeah,
I mean, the mobs are falling good. It's daytime, even though we haven't finished the roof, we're still getting plenty of things falling. So,
yeah, yeah, the roof's still got to be. Yeah, I mean, if we keep people away from here, we got to keep people away from here. All right, really well. So here it comes. Let's see what happens. I mean, we actually get a demonstration of...
Yay! It did it this time.
Watch it not relaunch.
It's a bit hit and miss. Not ideal.
Let's see if it relaunches.
It will relaunch because it's close enough to the block. It's fine already.
And... it actually relaunched. And this one...
Oh, it did it. I wasn't looking. Oh, look. That one's doing it as well. Oh, so maybe it was because we were stood a bit too close before then, possibly.
That would be funny. It's a player problem, but we didn't do nothing wrong.
Your fault standing next to it. There we go, and off it goes. Yay! Both of those worked seamlessly, flawlessly. They did. Absolutely amazing.
Should I AFK here tonight in my sleep?
It'd be worth a go just to see.
Nice.
And I need to now move that because it's not symmetrical.
Don't. It's gone.
Was in it.
It's gone. It's not coming back.
I need to go get it.
No. With the current state of iron, no, I don't care.
But I really want it.
No, it's gone.
My favorite hopper.
It's gone forever. It's never coming back.
But I think it is. I can get it.
Well, it is raining mobs. Considering we're not even at the AFK platform, it is absolutely raining mobs at this thing. It's amazing. I would suggest if you're going to AFK there, you ought to put some magma blocks above your head. A little platform to land on as well.
Oh, you want me to fly up there?
Yeah.
You think I'm skilled at flying or something?
Yeah.
Hello.
Nice. Sorry.
And incoming once again.
There you go. Right. Stand back. Oh, your torch is broken. I don't suppose you need it really. Oh, there you go.
I have torches.
Very good. Right, I shall leave you there, Mr. Lizard. I hope you have a nice time AFKing, and I will see you next time, I guess. Let me know how the rates were, because I'm going to, leave all the stuff here, I guess, or if it overflows, tidy it up, and I'll show my viewers what I did before I finished the video.
Yeah, I will send you a message in Discord in the morning. Hopefully, I get to stay AFK for more than 35 minutes.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
That would be a plus. But yes, I think from this cage here is where I'm going to wrap up today's video. I can't even get a good view on this. But if you enjoyed it, make sure to drop a like. If you'd like to see more, please subscribe, and I will catch you next time. Goodbye!